Namaste. Hope all are doing fine. Welcome to Subhu's Launch Talk. It is said, from confusion comes clarity. Now, what is a confusion? Recently, I came across some young professionals who are doing well in their jobs just out of college. But what I found was, till they get the job, they have a lot of clarity. And after getting the job and after earning some money, now they are getting into the phase of confusion. I would like to tell them, from confusion comes clarity. The starting point of clarity is confusion. So let me expand on this. Why is it that a person is clear or has having clarity till he, till he gets the job, till he or she gets a job? And after that, you find the same students who did so well and even got into a profession look confused. Now, next, what to do? This is because from childhood, the parents are there to tell you that you study in the school, study this subject, study that subject, and then after school get into this college, and after college get into this office or get into this job. So till that point of time, you get a lot of hand holding. So as long as the hand holding is there, you don't have to think. So your life is well, a path is very clear. Childhood, do your schooling, then your college, then get a degree, then get into job and start earning. And by this time you are around 26, 27, and now you feel सब कुछ तो कर लिया, and from here your journey starts alone. No more hand holding. From this point of time helps you. The further journey is your own clarity that comes through the various confusions that enters your mind. Whenever there is a vacuum, confusions will enter. So once you get a job and once you start earning and you reach an age of around 26, 27, and then you wonder, now what? And the other person says that now you are capable of deciding for your own, and you suddenly scratch head and say, now what is it that I have to decide? What is it that I have to do further? What is the priority I should keep? So this particular launch talk will address this setting of priorities from the confusion. So that's why I say, from confusion comes clarity. So what is that confusion? The confusion is to, if you remember, Steve Jobs, he is the inventor of Apple and a multi-millionaire. He had a passion for innovations, and he created magic in the mobile world and was hailed as one of the topmost inventors, and was once upon a time earning the highest among his contemporaries. He made tons and tons of money. He spent most of his time in innovations, but at the age of 52, he died. He had cancer, I think so, and he died. But before his death, he said something that is a pointer for those who, for all of us, to understand his words clearly. He said, "Yes, I have been I have been the most famous inventor. I have earned tons and tons of money, but I have a regret. In all my life, I could hardly spend time with my friends and family, and in the process, I missed out on a lot of relationships and joy, and constantly kept working only on the financial and the product front. So once upon a time, or a few years back, once I had a discussion with my friend who became a CEO of a company, and I was telling him that, my friend, you have become the CEO. I can't imagine that we were all playing together on the roads in Bombay, playing rubber ball cricket in a typical youngster's uh, excitement. And then he said, "True, I have become an CEO, but with that, I have now got hypertension, and I am having living on medicines." A young person my age now, before his for us, food is medicine. For him, medicine is food, and he says that openly. For you, food is medicine, and for me, medicine is food. So for every, before lunch you have to take pop one pill, before breakfast pop one pill, before sleeping pop one pill, every time take some tablets. Not that it is it is I'm not passing a value judgment that uh, that becoming a CEO is leads to complication. I'm not saying that, but what I'm trying to say is this lack of understanding of goals. Once you enter the profession world and start earning, leads you to overemphasize on a certain thing. If you look at what Steve Jobs said, and then you lose out on the other aspects. So this made me to think, what are the different goals that is available in life, or that should be pursued in life for an holistic development. Now, what is holistic development? Holistic development is, imagine you have to write an exam. There are some 10 papers: maths, biology, physics, social science, English, and you concentrate only on maths. You get 100 or 100 in maths, and other subjects you flunk or you fail. So, what happens in school? They say that you are a failure. You got 100 of 100 in maths, and yet he says you are a failure. Because in school, just like in an exam, it is important you have a minimum passing mark in other subjects, and then you get 100 of 100 in maths. So overall you pass the exam, and you get an award for maths specifically. So maths में तो बहुत अच्छा किया, उसके लिए एक award चाहिए, उसको देना है, he deserves it. But other subjects, it is important that you at least clear, at least get the passing marks. So something similar, there are way, as you concentrate on earning money till the age of 25, where every parent handholds their child that, okay, you move, you do MBA, you do this, you do that, something or other, your aunt, uncle, friends keep on saying, and you get according to that you move your coins. But once you are into the job and earning money, suddenly you were at a loss. What priority I should give? What is it next? And here in this episode, I will try to list down some of the different goals which one should consider, or which are important, that even these goals you must have a passing mark rather than just chasing one particular aspect. Now what happens is, now what are these different goals? First and foremost, of course, is food. You must have food on the table. First criteria is whatever you are earning, first have good food. फूड के लिए पैसा चाहिए. Second, security. Now what is security? Security means good house in a good locality. You need to be in a good house in a good locality. That is security. And third, you must have some social life. Having some social life, that is friends, maybe some social organizations. You be a member of that. You meet a lot of people. You also know the other side of life. When you have a social life, then you must have a leisure goal. You must have time for yourself to regenerate, to reinvigorate, to feel more fresh. So you must divide some time for leisure. Then you have self development. For the as they say, the body is made of the mind, body, and soul. These three, and all three require for food. Body requires food, mind requires food, and the soul also requires food. So what goes in the mind is self development. What are the self development issues that you can go through? And then earning money is an important aspect for financial independence. What is financial independence? Financial independence, you earn a corpus. You a corpus, and with that interest income, at least you should be able to cover your expenses of the month. So you can say that you have reached a financial independence. Now what is the weightage for all these things is up to you, but you must have a minimum fulfillment of all these goals so that you can have an holistic development. You must have some leisure, you must have some social life, you must have some self development goals and things like that. So here is where many times mm, life can be seen as an time span. What the time span and life go together. So you have a timeline, you call it a time span, whatever time you are there in this on this earth. So, and then based on the time span, you mark what is it that you non needs to do during that time span. So generally it's said the first stage is up to 30 years. I've extended up to 30 years. You can live for yourself, make money, live for yourself, enjoy life, मजा करो, जितना मजा करना है करो. I mean, in a sense, you don't have to bother about other things. It's more about not patting yourself that you have come till this stage. Now that I want money and I need to spend on myself. Looking at all these goals: food, security, leisure, self development, everything. And from 30 to 50, you have to work towards a family. That is, you start living for the family. So you start a family and you start living for the family. You support your spouses, and somehow, and for the next 20 years, you look at how to bring up your how to contribute for your growth of your family, spiritually, culturally, intellectually. You bring up that family up, and after 50 years, or maybe beyond 55, 60, you start living for the society. There you start volunteering yourself, for various you know social issues. So once you understand this timeline, that is from for the first up to 30 years, live for yourself. From 30 to 50, live for the family, and after 50, live for the society. Once you know this, once you're able to pinpoint what is your exact contribution next, you will be able to dedicate yourself to that particular aspect. And that's what, why do we require this? That's what is called clarity. If there is no clarity, then you muddle up, you not able to know what to do. Up to 30, I don't know what I have. Whatever my dad said, whatever my parents said, I did. After 30 to 50, you're doing something else. Oh no, I have not enjoyed my life. Let me first look at myself. And all you get complicated in the web of the confusions. And then after 50, you're saying that life has just started for me. This is the time I should live for myself, and again you are put yourself in a mess. So instead of doing all those things, this template that I've given in this episode is to plan your life in a way based on the timeline. So the tip of this episode is, from confusion comes clarity. And the important thing is, one needs to pass all subjects to have an fulfilled life, rather than concentrate only on one aspect and drain yourself. Where top notch achievers have found themselves caught in a hole after devoting their entire life for achievement or reaching a position. They missed out on the other aspects of life and they regret later, because time and tide waits for no man. And as they say, or my mother used to say, andanda neretla andanda seyanam. That is, at that time you should do that work. That means if you're a child, you go for a play, you study in the first phase. Once you're in the family, concentrate on bringing up your family, work, counsel, guide, direct, all those things. And after you start volunteering for society, that's the development of the society. So hope you like this video. And with that, I come to the end of this video. If you like this video, share, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon for more such videos. Thank you, take care, and goodbye.